Hey, we're here with Josh. Andrew, Josh, where are you from?
So I'm from Maryland, and I work in the DC metro area.
You know, we were starting to film a typical testimonial video with Josh about the video service. And it kept going and going, and he kept on coming up with more and more things. And I was like, okay, we got to turn this into a little bit of a different video.
Yeah.
So tell us, first off, where were you in Google search before you started doing the video SEO?
When we first started, we were on page 3, so we're pretty deep in there. So.
What type of leads were you getting and calls, and how many were you getting?
Per month, probably roughly about 10 inquiries from potential owners, and I would say pretty lower quality. A lot of them shopping on price.
Yeah, tire kickers.
Yep. Their first question, it's you start talking about your service, and they're like, well, how much do you charge?
Yeah.
And they didn't really have any concern about anything else.
Yeah, because by the time they get to page 3,
well, they've called 15 other people, and they're just looking for the lowest number.
Yeah, exactly. So now, where are you on Google now?
So we're up to the first page now.
Okay.
So.
And what's happened to the volume of leads, the number of doors you sign up, and the quality of listings you're getting?
Now we're definitely over 20 inquiries a month. Definitely much higher quality owners, properties, everything. People where their first question isn't price.
Yeah, that's nice.
And it's just allowed us to be much more selective by taking higher producing properties. Just avoid class B and C properties and owners.
Yeah.
Which it allowed us now to set a basically management minimum, so that we don't really need to take properties that aren't going to produce at a high level.
Now, when you're talking to an owner about winning the listing, and you mentioned that you do a video walkthrough tour, does that help you get the listing?
It is hands down, I would say, is the pushes it over the edge for a lot of owners in our area with military, embassies, State Department. A lot of people aren't able to see the properties in person. So coupling that with the photographs and having a high degree of transparency allows tenants to be very comfortable, and to the owner, they see that as well, because a lot of them are also State Department, military, embassy, and have been in the same position themselves. And every time I tell them about it, I'm like, I'm sure you've done this before, and you've gone over and you've rented a place sight unseen, and it was not at all what you thought it was. And they're like, yes. And I'm like, that's why we do this.
Wow.
And we're one of the only companies in our area that does it.
Right.
And it's just an easy separation point. A lot of times I'll tell them, check out these 5 other companies and, tell me if you see it.
Yeah.
And then, we use professional photography too. So that's even another level that just, hands down, it's something they can see.
So it's now on the tenant side, what was it like before you did videos when you went out to show a property, and then how did your showings change once that the tenants had an opportunity to see the videos first?
So for certain properties, and especially what I call more unique properties where maybe it's not a classical bedroom layout, oftentimes it's one of those people walk in the door and they're like, oh, this isn't going to work.
Right.
It's cut that out dramatically.
Right.
And it's a lot of times too where I get people walking in the door and they're pretty much all in. They're like, yeah, we just wanted to see in person.
Yeah.
We saw it online, we saw the video. It also even helps too when people are at the property. Like, I'll send them the YouTube video. That way, if they see some other stuff, they're going to remember ours. They're going to they will watch the video. I just had one today. I showed her yesterday, sent her the video link, and we went back to New Jersey, and they're like, we were watching the video, and we really like the house. So a lot of times if they see 5 other houses, they don't quite remember.
Yeah.
So just having that to couple, with sending them just more info.
Now, what else did you write down on that little card that
Oh.
we were supposed to talk about? That's pretty much
Google,
it.
so showings, listings.
So you're pretty happy with video and the results that it's getting you at your company?
Yeah, and I guess another odd, little thing I've done with the video a few times is I've had a vendor go out just to identify where something is. I just send them the video. I was like, hey, at the 13-second mark is where the utility room is. Just something to help give them more info.
Yeah.
And a lot of times certain things they can look at and just tell, that's 200 and panel or
Right.
you know, whatever, just to help get some more info. You know, it's there.
You know, it's funny. I've said at my management company that if I had to go back to showing property without videos and marketing and trying to get listings without videos, I don't think I would do it. You know, it's just such a game changer for us.
And it, like I said, it's so transparent that
Yeah.
you know, and the thing about videos too is you can't hide anything.
Yeah.
You know, pictures you can shoot around stuff or
Right.
different angles. Like a video is very exposed,
Yeah.
so people are really seeing the property for what it is.
How long did it take you to get from page 3 to page 1?
Probably saying that 8 to 12 month window
Yeah.
right in there.
Yeah.
So it was definitely much faster. I think I sent you a message one day, like when I was like, hey, like
Yeah.
boom, like I was
Here we are.
page 1.
Yeah, I remember getting that message.
Yeah.
So what we see is when you started with us, how many doors did you have? Ballpark.
I was probably in the 75 range, I
Right.
believe. Yeah.
So with 75, you're not producing the volume of videos that's going to get you an overnight success, but you are producing. I call it's the turtle in the hare. You know, you were marching steadily towards page 1 of video,
Right.
or page 1 of Google, and so as you keep on doing this, you're starting to put distance between you and any competitor that wants to start, because they have to build their lead time and start building. So if people say, when should I do it? I'm like, the sooner you get started, the sooner you see the results. You know?
Right. Yeah. It's one of. I mean, it takes a while to get a volume of videos, but once you start, it just adds up pretty quickly when you just don't think about it.
Yeah.
So and then when you go through like I think my tipping point was going through to page 1 was over the summer. Going through like 25 listings, and I still have the 75 had the turnovers, so I was doing videos for them plus new properties.
Yeah.
So just volume wise, it really added a lot in a short period of time too.
And so that's probably one of the reasons that you became one of our across the board customers, starting with video and then adding some of the other services, because you found, oh man, I'm getting busy, maybe I can use them to answer my leasing calls. And
yeah, well, I think video was actually the last thing I added.
Okay,
and I was
good.
it was just more skeptical of it, and
Oh, wow.
and not only that, but I just didn't want to like talk on camera with showing that like so.
Well, you're doing a pretty good job of it
right?
now.
Yeah, it takes practice, but
Yeah.
but yeah, once I did, you just get in a process, and I can go to property and bang it out in 15 minutes, and it's good to go.
Yeah, good.
So it's not a huge time waster. You're at the property anyway, checking it out. So it's not something like it's going to take an hour or anything.
Well, thanks for sharing. If anyone
Yeah, my
has
pleasure.
any questions, can they look you up?
Oh yeah. You look me up. My email's josh@awmanage.com.
Okay.
If you want to call, you can call me. My cell's 410-829-4477.
Jeez, don't say
So,
that, man. You're
right.
gonna have stalkers now.
So actually, like some of that is the best way. Like with you and even Jason too. Like I went through and just found people that use you guys and called them. So
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you very much
pleasure.
for sharing.
Thank you
all
so
right?
much.
And good luck with your videos.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks.